Get your asses in here, man. Come on, let's go.
I've been going to the gym for about a year and a half now, and it's a daily ritual that has helped me strengthen my body.
Wait, the salt. God damn it. Just go ahead. Just get your hands in there, man.
However, the benefits for my mind have been paramount, improving my frame of thinking and helping me see things in a better way.
I need to learn how to pour properly, first of all. These are very in proportion. glasses.
One second.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. There we go.
So today, I'd like to make a case for why we should use the gym as a means to master the art of suffering well. 1. Suffer well. Suffering becomes beautiful when anyone bears great calamities with cheerfulness, not through insensibility, but through greatness of mind. Aristotle. Some of the most worthwhile adventures we have in life involve braving some sort of avant-garde challenge, and the gym is no exception to this rule. The Stoics understood this well, according to Chapter 7 of A Guide to the Good Life by William B. Irving. Seneca advised that we periodically place ourselves in situations of discomfort in order to attain gratitude for what we already have. Moreover, Musonius Rufus states that suffering well can strengthen our resolve with existing discomfort, and in doing so actually expand our comfort zone. Thanks to the gym, I came to accept physical suffering as a natural human condition. I came to understand that none of this is actually contrary to nature. As Marcus Aurelius often stated, nothing in accordance with our nature can be of any harm to us. So, what's so scary about exercise? This is what our bodies were designed for. It actually sounds more frightening to never exercise, which can only mean bad news for our health. And when it's all said and done, there's a beautiful quiet serenity that awaits me for the rest of the day. The war with my mind makes way for peace. I've slowed down my body, and just for a moment in time, life doesn't feel so bad. 2. Empathy through collective suffering. Never will a YouTuber with a grand following look down at a startup content creator, because they too were nobodies among the masses. Similarly, never will a veteran bodybuilder hate on someone starting out, but rather on the contrary, they'll support other gym members because everyone's there to be their best selves. And because exercise is so deeply rooted in our well-being, we gain a greater sense of gratitude for what it means to work hard for a better quality of life. We also understand the sensation of being under load, the pressure on our chest, the fire in our eyes. When we suffer collectively, there's a deep empathy we acquire for our fellow human beings. Judgment goes out the window and makes way for compassion, because we quite literally feel what they're saying. It opens our eyes to the possibility of connection with someone we don't know. Now, there's nothing wrong with avoiding exercise. Most people can't tolerate the pain and suffering required for this path. It's just hard. As a result, the anger and resentment that we catch from people who don't exercise is oftentimes the result of them projecting their own insecurities, that they might perhaps get outshined by someone more hardworking than them. The truth is, there is room for us all. There are plenty of people in this world either physically stronger or weaker than me, but that doesn't make me any better or worse than them. We can't help people who can't help themselves. Outside of that, there's no other contention to be had. 3. Victimhood chic. Leaders must own everything in their world. There is no one else to blame. Jocko Willink. When we fail some of the trials and tribulations life throws our way, it's quite easy to settle into the victim's role, especially if that failure has derailed your life path. For example, if you failed an entrance exam to a prestigious university, it's much less painful to project that blame onto external circumstances. I didn't have time to prepare due to work. The library was too loud, so I couldn't focus on studying. Perhaps there is a just excuse that had an impact on your failure, an excuse to be carefully considered, but no matter what, there will always be an excuse regardless. But no, as Jocko Willink sums up in Extreme Ownership, it is you who is ultimately responsible. You have to be the one who takes the bad news, stands on business, and does something about it. This school of thought brings about a new sensation of freedom. If we accept extreme ownership, we'll know we have full control over our lives. We can carry the weight, no matter the extent of our burden. And no matter the challenge, we're unstoppable. 4. Emotional materialism. Without the experience of all emotions, our journey will cease to be a human one. Ethan Nichtern. The pleasure of working out is a double-edged sword. On one end, the gym has never failed to deliver me endorphins, and rightfully so, I've never failed to show up. However, when I lean on these emotional rewards to get myself in there, I'm also caving into emotional materialism, which Ethan Nichtern describes as using spiritual practice to chase after heightened states of mind. I can easily see why a small percentage of people would willfully stay consistent for the rest of their lives, or at least try to. When I've finished my workout and I've had my black coffee, I feel like a new man, which is both the solution and the problem. I'm still grasping onto positive feelings, which can lead to a reckless pursuit of pleasure. Sometimes I'll go so far as to pump iron for the sole purpose of chasing elation, even when my body demands rest. Unless I'm able to accept with unconditional non-judgment both the good and bad emotions, I'm no better than the man I used to be, going to Five Guys every Friday to satiate my hedonic desires. Conclusion. Hardworking, but not exceptional. Who you are is defined by what you're willing to struggle for. Mark Manson. In your lifetime, you will go on to face one challenge after the next, some of which may pose close to impossible odds of success. Dealing with pain and suffering in the gym is just another hardship that connects us to what it means to be human. But perhaps the most crushing realization of all is the fact that we're not exceptional human beings, even when we overcome these challenges.
Indeed, even if I stay consistent in the gym for the next 10 years, I'm simply acting in accordance to what my nature demands, and there's nothing special about that.
We're all essentially NPCs. As Mark Manson warns in The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, the narrower and rarer the identity you choose for yourself, the more everything will seem to threaten you. To lead a less combative existence, you should give up a grandiose sense of self, that the world owes you anything, and that you're exceptional in any way.
For myself, I prefer a bitter truth over a comforting lie, and I realized this when limiting my presence online and isolating myself in the gym.
The truth is, you're alone. The realization that nobody really gives a shit about you but yourself is shocking and a hit to the ego, but it's a truth that will set you free. So I'll act unconditionally, working on both my body and my videos, while bearing no mind to any opinion. And when it's all said and done, there's that quiet serenity again, waiting outside the gym entrance. It's for you alone to enjoy. Only if you alone can suffer well.